Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me go ahead and position this a little bit better. Cool. All right. Wait for folks to join. This is a really unflattering angle of me, actually. Just thought we'd hang out here on Thursday. I'm like way ready for it to be Friday, yet it's not. So just thought we'd chill out a little bit here, hang out a little bit. This is really an unflattering angle. Oh, I don't care. So what are you guys doing? Give me a shout out if you're joining. Just came here to chat. Got no agenda, no plan. It's just been too long since we've been able to hang out live in real time. If you guys have any suggestions, any requests, any complaints, anything on your mind, I'd love to hear it. It's kind of a weird angle. I'm just finishing up some email here. It's been a long day. I do have a day job, and man, it's not only in the day either. A lot of times it's an evening job, overnight job. I work in IT, so outages, maintenance windows. Wow, the hair though. Oh gosh. Okay, so a little, way more TMI for you than you notice. I'm freshly shorn, and my beautiful physique is on parade. Why is it bigger over here? I'm always paranoid I have a very asymmetric face. Maybe if I lean like this. Okay. Photo tricks. Anyway, my beard was driving me nuts. Like there was gerbils or squirrels in it or something. I'm like, that's it. I'm shaving this thing off. I mean, I shampoo this thing every day. It's pristine, but it was itchy like heck. And I'm like, that's it. It's coming off. So anyway, what are you guys doing? Where are you watching from? Let me know down in the comments below. Behind the scenes info. I love to always give those who bother to join the lives some behind the scenes stuff. By the way, give me a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. I'd appreciate that. Maybe YouTube will say, hey, there's people that care about this channel. We should probably serve it up to some other people. Anyway, so I want to give you guys a little something for joining me live. So, by the way, I am doing this in portrait mode. So hopefully that's okay. It's very easy. It's much easier for me to do it that way. Kind of on the fly like this, so I don't have to have a tripod or a mount. I've literally got you on top of a candle and a little rubber record pad thing, and just kind of, I just like missing you guys. I'm like, man, it's not a show day. You know, we did the show yesterday. We don't, we're doing the show for the Vinyl Nation tomorrow, but it's gonna be a couple of days before we do the major show. So I'm like, really wanting to just spend some time with you guys here. All right, got some comments coming in. JP2021TVE. Why does my record player sounds too, I think, loud with my monitors and with headphones? Too low? I think that's too low. Okay. So the most common thing is that you might have it set to phono level, and a lot of record players, it depends on if you're talking about a suitcase player or a record player with more of a component type of record player. The component record players have often have a built-in preamp. So if you're running a turntable with a magnetic cartridge, those output a very low level signal, and so they require something called a preamp. And most record players have that built in, where it kicks it up to a higher line level voltage, and then from there you can plug it into powered speakers. You can plug it into a line input on a stereo system. So it could be that. So if some people forget about that, and they'll have it on phono level, which is lower, and they need to flip it up to line level. If you're talking about a suitcase player and plug the headphone jack in or the line output and it's still low and the volume doesn't seem to help, it's tough to say. Again, they make those by the millions. I mean, they crank them off an assembly line, And it's kind of like getting taco from Taco Bell, where this one, first of all, do they look like the picture? Actually, the record players look more like the picture than the tacos do, right? Or hamburgers, or any kind of food that's advertised. But you know what I mean? Sometimes you get a good one, but they're making so many of these things, and sometimes you get one that's just like ugly and there's nothing in there or it's taste, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like that. Unfortunately, it's a huge pain in the butt. So if your record player is too low, I have one like that too. Actually, right over here, buried under a pile of turntables, I've got a Crosley Nomad, which is a cool turntable, magnetic cartridge. It looks like a road case design, and I love it, but it's so quiet. It's just a quiet unit, and I think that's just the way that one is. Maybe the amp is weak or calibrated wrong. So, if if you kind of did what I already talked about, then you may just have to exchange it, which is frustrating. But I've seen that happen before. I've experienced it. Bill in Pennsylvania, welcome in. Jessica from Evergreen, not too far from where we are broadcasting from. Thank you so much for watching. JD, the camera angle is weird. I just shaved my beard off too recently. It's a love-hate relationship. It feels weird. I feel naked. And, this action is a separate problem. Michael, good morning. Good morning to you, Michael. You must be someplace I'm not, because it is almost 5 o'clock here. Sounds like you need a phono preamp. Yeah, that's kind of what my first thought was too. Sound is too low on my Newmark PTO on Scratch. I have a sound card and audio interface, which I should connect. Yeah, try that. Christian Man, dude, you are responsible for probably 50% of the cool and interesting records that I have. I was just thinking about you the other day. Thank you so much for the stuff you've sent. Some amazing stuff. Just crazy cool stuff. Switch may be on the rear or under the platter. Yeah, that's possible. I think my record player has an amp built in. So yeah, check that line/phono switch. Checking in from New York, says Bob. Resting, going through having a cold. I know somebody who's going through the same thing, and it's scary right now, right? Because you have a cold and it's like, oh, what is this? Am I having the thing? So, sorry, I'm still trying to work in the background here. So I get it, man. Prayers for you. Hope you get feeling better. Take care of yourself. Stay positive. It's amazing when I'm going to talk about the predicament without naming the predicament, but when being here at stateside, hearing about it for the first time on the news, it seemed so unthreatening because it was so far away, in China. And my thoughts and prayers were really around the people there, but it seemed so far away that when it started creeping closer and closer, it started getting scarier and scarier and scarier. And I remember when they had the first case of the predicament here in Colorado, it was news bulletins, so much news about. Remember at first they were calling them presumptive positive cases. This person had been in Breckenridge and had come down to Denver. It was unclear how they got there. They were in a car with 2 people, and all these details, and then they kind of vanish. Who knows what happened to, patient number 1. But still, it was like, when they would pop up in different counties and it was getting really close, it was just like nothing we've ever been through before. And now, here we are, going on 2 years later, and, people very close to me have had it and, praise God, have recovered from it. It's just been amazing. Something I don't ever want. Something you could never, ever have imagined. So, Bob, welcome from New York. Hope you get feeling better. Was working nice first few months. Oh, okay. So if it was working to a certain level and then something changed, then that sounds like a fault. So if it's under warranty, take it back. If it's not, that's a bummer. Michael Turner is in China. That's awesome. Been working with some folks in China today. Actually, usually based on where I'm at, Mountain Time Zone, we've got I work globally, virtually. So, we have folks joining calls and, events and outages and stuff in very early to the EMEA stuff. So that's really cool. Welcome in. Been watching your videos for a long time. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really, really. I know people say that and you're like, yeah, whatever. But I really appreciate it. It blows my mind. My wife and I love to talk about the fact that when I started this thing, she's very encouraging. She's like, well, support you do, but she really didn't think, and neither did I, honestly, that more than 15 people would ever, want to listen to me babble about stuff. And here we are, and we're closing in on 18,000 subs. It's crazy. I just can't. And I know that's a tiny microscopic channel, but one thing one of my mentors told me a long time ago is don't focus on other people's audiences or the people that you don't have, but really cherish and care about those that are along for the ride. So that's the way I've always lived it, focused it. In these 4 some odd years we've been doing this, and just you think about what 18,000 people looks like. Even we got 16 people on here right now. Think of 16 people staring at you, and it's kind of like, wow, you know what I mean? It's kind of on the spot, and what's going on? You know what I mean? The fact that anybody wants to stop, whatever they were doing that was more important and listen to you and spend time with you. So I think that's awesome. So Michael, thank you very much. I think you just messed it up somehow. It's hard to say. Obviously, restart it, turn it back on. It's frustrating. Oh, Jessica, sorry to hear that. I'm so glad that you, yeah, it did, didn't it? March of 20. I remember that? They was just like crazy. Praise God that you recovered from that. JD from Scotland. Hey, welcome in. Michael Turner, Redicus. Michael, are you with Redicus? That is awesome. Welcome in. So, pulled a few Redicus off the shelf. Like this guy we just reviewed on the show yesterday. This is cool. It would better stare at you at eye level, like I'm up higher. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not ideal. Bob says, thanks, I'm feeling better as the hours pass, using natural remedies, just feeling tired. Well, and I personally am such a hypochondriac that if anything now, you know what I mean? It's like, is it the thing, Scary. Michael says, no, I'm not, but I'm familiar with their product. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, we've got a lot of Redicus stuff. I love it. Awesome. What else are you guys up to? What's going on? Got any questions? So what are we doing on the show coming up? That is a good question. Again, insider knowledge for my favorite people. People that stop what they're doing to tune in to me. As silly as it sounds. So insider knowledge. So Crosley is coming out with a new product that we've reviewed a few years ago. It's one of their mid-range turntables. It was a good one. I'll give you a hint. It's a red one that we reviewed. And it's going to have a new feature. So I am excited to have that. I don't know if that's been released or not, but I've been working on that for a couple of weeks, maybe about a month now. So I am expecting delivery of that soon. I don't have the patience to wait very long for a product or to do a show on a product when I get it. Same thing with the unboxings. My wife likes to tease me because I just, by the way, check out her new YouTube channel and socials, Beyond the Purple Suitcase. Go check that video that I did. And if I post this video, I'll put it in the description as well. But she does like travel blogging and, reviews events and things of that nature. So it's really cool, really cool. And we're going to be doing Vlogmas over on her channel. It's going to be her event because it's more, it's non-record themed, non-tech themed. So it's better suited to the audience that she's building. So, and to those of you that have gone over there and are engaging on that channel, thank you so much. That is awesome. If you haven't done so already, over there and check that out. So over here, we're going to do Christmas stuff, a lot of Christmas stuff, but we're not going to do Vlogmas. So we're not going to do the daily, reviews of lights and events and cooking and kind of the off-topic stuff. But we're going to do a lot of on-topic. When I say on-topic, I mean like record players, tech, and things of that nature, Christmas-related content. So that's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So definitely check that out. So over here we've got what do we got coming up? So yeah, the Crosley thing. I am hoping that happens. I thought it would have happened sooner than this. We have a bunch of stuff in the pipeline with Audio Technica right now. Audio Technica, as well as pretty much every record player company right now that is really struggling on their pipeline, because what's happening is there's been this really bad whiplash in terms of kind of a delayed reaction to supply chain, that we're having a lot of problems. Larry, dude, welcome in. 2 months. Is it been 2 months? Thank you so much. I've got that like I think I'm at 20. Oh man, I'm terrible about that. I think